Hello, I wanted to do a Sunday night reading for you. I just got done talking to you on the phone Saturday evening, but because I'm going to be gone tomorrow morning and who knows how long in the afternoon, I wanted to take the opportunity to do a little bit of reading. And while I still have some of a voice as well, I love you, baby. So here we go. This is Jan Karon, Chapter 9, Midford, Thursday, October 8th. I'm keeping up with the laundry, said Cynthia, and we've changed the bed twice and mopped the kitchen and vacuumed. I'm keeping the garage swept out, he said, and we organized the freezer and did some dusting. Puny had stopped by from a PTA meeting, and they were updating her on the condition of the household. They had fared well enough during her long-deserved housekeeping sabbatical, but there was another week to go before she came to work again. Being pretty much spoiled, they were flagging. I miss you all, said Puny. We miss you back, he said, meaning it. The twins miss you too. They want you to see the chickens. We'll see them on Sunday, promised his wife. Puny's two sets of twins, a.k.a. their unofficial grands, were doing a 4-H project he helped jumpstart with the purchase of 4 Rhode Island Reds. They steered her down the hall to Cynthia's old workroom, now the ironing room, where they had hung pictures of Sissy and Sassy and Tommy and Timmy. They had also installed a floor lamp, a philodendron, a rug, and a new ironing board, topped by a pile of ironing, a big pile. Lord, help! Puny stood at the door, aghast. I never realized y'all had that many clothes. It's just what happens when you wash something, he said, apologetic. Do you like your new room? Said Cynthia. Oh, I do, I truly do. But the ironing. They had never seen Puny daunted by anything at all. He drew his wife aside. She'll be fine. It's what vacations do to people. As a working priest, he'd taken exactly 2 real vacations in 40-some years, and when he returned to the church office after time off, whoa, a pile. That had cured him for decades of vacations. It was their first hearth fire of the season, an event to be celebrated, but how? Number 1, by sipping an evening cup of hot cocoa, which would keep him awake until Advent. And 2, by reading today's edition of the Muse to his wife, who was a bona fide cheap date. Musing on Maine by Venita Bentley, he read aloud. Will wonders never cease? That is the question being asked up and down Main Street these crisp October days. He looked at his wife, who was already grinning. She loved this stuff. Have you been asking, will wonders never cease? Not even once, she said. Nor have I. Let's see. Wanda's Feel Good Cafe has installed umbrellas and tables on the sidewalk. When asked why, now with cold weather approaching, she said, I am rehearsing for spring. Don't you love that? Speaking of, there's a prediction for a really hard winter. Dora Pugh at the hardware has done up her left window with leaf rakes and her right window with snow shovels. Bummer, Dora. Just a friendly reminder, today will probably be your last chance to take pictures of the town hall maples at their best. This wonder will definitely cease, so get out there. We miss taking pictures this year, he said. Maybe on our walk tomorrow. Maybe I won't walk tomorrow. I'll paint. Now, Kavanaugh, none of that. Painting does not increase the heart rate. Not unless it's very good painting. What is Mr. Hogan saying about his huge flub? When it comes to apologies, he sides with Churchill, who said never complain and never explain. Below her front page photo, very large and in color, he offers but 2 lines. He squinted at the type size. He says he sincerely regrets the failure to run Esther Bollock's photo with her obituary and calls her a lovely and generous woman who will be missed by all. Truman leaped into his lap, a feline behavior he had once disliked but now enjoyed. And he's smoothing the feathers of our old mayor by giving thanks that she's still among us and looking, here's a word I've never known him to use, fabulous. A silver tongue, that one. She had taken up a book and was poring over it. Shall we move along to the classifieds where people are looking for mates? That's my favorite. Patience, Kavanaugh, we're headed there. The fire crackled and spit. How many of humankind could make an evening's amusement from a cup of cocoa and a 50-cent newspaper with no funnies? He was only a page away from Venita Bentley's weekly helpful hints and felt a dash of anticipation. He had been embarrassed to offer her his hint. Being retired was one thing, but writing helpful hints was another. He confided that he had a great hint if she was interested. "How exciting," she said. "I'll give you a credit." "Oh, no, I don't need a credit." "Of course you do. Everybody needs a credit." "Here's the deal. If you use it, you must promise not to use my name, okay?" "Okay." He told her the hint. "Great," she said. "How about the headline, 'Poaching a Successful Egg'?" "No," he said, "eggs are not by their nature successful or unsuccessful." "How about poaching an egg successfully?" Ah, yes, and here it was. Benita had put it off without a single typo. He would not mention his media exposure, albeit anonymous, to his wife. Continued with Benita's musings. "Welcome to the tourists. We hope you will love our town. Here's the week's lucky license plate bonanza. If you have a plate from Mississippi, drop by our town hall and get your free 'I'd Rather Be in Mitford' t-shirt, and maybe a coffee mug if there's one left from the Georgia license plate bonanza last week, when we had 3 Georgia license plates in our picturesque town. Have fun and come back soon." Here was the announcement so many would be searching for. Long, short story. New trees, no. Mulched beds, no. Pansies, yes. "Birthday coverage coming up," he said, "but you're not listening." "I'm multitasking, listening to you and looking at this maddening knitting book." "Why are you looking at a knitting book?" "I'm rehearsing for spring, sweetheart." Whoa, JC got the name of the lieutenant governor's girlfriend wrong. "I met the lieutenant governor on a previous visit. This is the name of his first wife. And girlfriend is spelled Girlfiend. Oh boy. His goose is cooked in Raleigh," she said. "How about needlepoint?" His mother and Nanny Howard had done needlepoint. Piano bench seats, samplers, throw pillows. No needle, pedal noint. "No needlepoint," she said. "I make pictures all day." "I always like the pictures," he said, wistful as any dowager. Nanny Howard's piano bench cover was of sheep in a glen. His mother's dining chair covers, roses in a Chinese vase. "I've spent most of my life doing pictures. I'm looking for something useful like an afghan or a sock. Or maybe you don't need to be taxing your eyes with needlework. Look at the scenery while I drive. We'll play cow poker. We'll sing." "You know I can't sing." "Of course you can sing. Everybody can sing." Where would they park at night? In a kitchen lot? RV parking would prove to be very interdenominational. How would they dispose of kitchen waste? Other. What if they ran out of gas? A monster vehicle would require more than a backup 5-gallon can. Stranded on a road in the middle of nowhere, completely defenseless. He turned to the classifieds. All right, baby, that's my reading for the night. I'm going to pause and I'm going to send this to you. And then I'll do one for Monday night, of course, and then Tuesday I'll be home. I love you, sweetheart. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'll be calling you as soon as I can in the morning. Have a good night's sleep. I love you. I'm pausing now.